What is up, guys? Jake from Done Right Games here with my partner in crime, Bato from Done Right. How are you, buddy?
Yeah, man. Hi.
Bato is getting set up to where, and we'll talk more about that in a little bit, to where he's going to be able to do some more videos from San Diego, and we're going to do more like this, where you can see both of us. We may even do some live things on YouTube, just some streams or whatever you want to call them, answering questions that way. I feel like we've answered a lot of the questions on the Coffee Done Right until the game's there, right? Until y'all start seeing more of it, then more questions, because we're kind of getting repetitive on that, and I don't want to bore you guys. So that's why we're doing something a little different today, just sort of an update video, let you know where things are at, let you know some game plans going forward, immediate future, and then a little bit more distant. But we'll get right into it. So everyone wants to know the same thing: state of the game, expected release dates, things like that. So we'll do our best. Things are rolling along on the game, and Bato and I were talking just the other day. We were playing, and it's starting to look good. It really is. It's starting to look nice. Things are getting a little more polished. There's still more of that to be done, and probably will be for the foreseeable future. But it's starting to look nice. It's starting to look like a game that we want to put out there for people to see. So that's what's happening. Probably within the next week or two, everyone that will have alpha will have it in their hands. There's a lot of people that do have it already that are playing it, giving us feedback, but more will have it. And then from there, once we feel like that's all the obvious stuff is ironed out, we'll go right into beta. But I'll tell them sort of what your thoughts are on where we're at right now.
Yeah, so basically, Jake and myself have a very good. We match very well in terms of expectations, which are very high, fairly high from where we come. So we want the game to be at a place where we're happy, and we want you guys to tell us things that we don't know. Basically, every time we get a new build, we know what we need to fix. And when people in alpha are testing it, they tell us already what we already know. So we want you guys to tell us what we don't know, new things that you see that we don't see because we're blind to it. So until we get to a point where, like, okay, now there's few things here and there that we can list in a small list, bullet points, for you guys to know that we know. And then if you find other stuff, then you let us know and we can fix those. So we're sort of pushing to that, but there's a million things that we want to fix before we give it to you guys. So we don't want to disappoint. We don't want to disappoint ourselves. So we're working super hard and hang in there.
Yeah, one of the things that we have a meeting every week with our team leader, and we were talking about that. Always erring on the side of taking a little longer and doing it right. Obviously, I mean, Done Right Games. That's what we're trying to do here, and so it's something that we feel like you guys probably understand and would probably rather us take the time to get it right than put something out there that we already know needs to be fixed, and you guys be like, oh, this needs to be fixed. Yeah, we know. So that's where we're at on the game. Timeline for things. Again, I think we're not far from beta, guys. And I know I said the end of February, and that's approaching super fast. But I mean, we're in that mindset of getting the things ironed out that we're going to get ironed out. But beta is coming very, very quickly. That being said, we are going to be doing some giveaways, probably through some YouTubers and things like that. You guys know, if you don't know, I'll put the link in the description, that there is like a pre-purchase. You get some exclusive things that'll never be offered again. We're going to give some of those away as well through our YouTubers, and also just maybe directly. We're going to talk more about that, but be on the lookout for that through Twitter, Instagram, all those things that we put stuff out there for. We want to give you guys a chance that maybe that's a little bit steep for y'all, to get a chance to win some of that. So that's coming. And then, once beta rolls out, guys, we want it to be in a good enough spot that launch, our soft launch, is not too far behind that. Really, the thing that we want for beta that's sort of holding us up right now is we want all the game modes implemented, the ones that are going to be there at launch, because what's the point? We want to be able to test those. We want you guys to be able to test them. So that's sort of in a nutshell. Bato, you can add whatever I left out to it, but sort of where the game's at. I really think that in the last month or so, things have started to streamline. That when the game first started and we were first making it, it was always you veer off. Oh, we got to come back here and get back on the track we're going. We had to veer off. Oh no, get back on track where we're going. And now I think that happens way less often. So I think things are moving. I guess the ball's rolling downhill in essence. that's where I feel like we're at. But Bato, any last thoughts on that before we move on?
Yeah, I mean, there's a ton of stuff that people want in the game, in the production office. Everyone's so passionate about what they do. Uh, they're torn between pushing it out there for you guys to test, but then they want to, show their best face to you guys. So it's a push and pull, and obviously Jake and myself are kind of steering that along as best we can. But there's some very good things happening, and every time I get a new build, playing it and I'm clicking and I'm upgrading it, and like I want to play this game.
Yeah,
I'm so tired of not playing it that I really want to have it in my own hands, my own game. And I know it's kind of biased, but it's looking into the thing that I've always wanted, and I know Jake has always wanted that. So it's getting there.
yeah, yeah. We're getting there, guys. Just hang in there with us. I promise you, we're going to deliver something really, really good for y'all, and it's going to be this year. That's so. Just put that
Oh
as your
yeah,
worst case
that's for
scenario.
sure.
It's 100% going to be this year.
100%.
All right. So let's move on. Next thing on my list here is the star. Oh, actually, this is sort of spur of the moment. I'm going out to San Diego next week. So there is an event. I'll let Mato sort of fill you in on it because he's on the ground floor there, obviously. But it's Startup San Diego Convergence Conference. So it's a lot of startups that get together and just sort of network and showcase what they're doing, things like that. So we're going to be there. I don't know if any of you guys are in the San Diego area, but if you happen to be there, let us know because we're always open to meet with you guys. Do a little meetup or whatever. So Ricardo, sort of fill them in on what that event actually entails and what we're going to be doing in it.
Sure. So link in the description.
Yep.
Startup San Diego is a nonprofit that helps all startups around the county kind of get their feet under them. Get all the contacts they need, meeting investors, meeting developers, marketers, everyone together so that they can help each other. I'm a volunteer for San Diego Startup, and now it's like the mini conference, San Diego Startup Convergence. So it's Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday next week. Wednesday is the seminars and the showcase. So we'll be showcasing what it takes to make a game, and specifically our game, Rift of Rygard, from inception, concepts, 3D models, animations, game programming, and all of that, kind of like in a condensed space. Thursday is career week, career day. So we are hiring locally. So we want to build the office here in the headquarters, particularly around marketing and customer support. But if you have, and you're around, and if you have any other skills that you think we might need, come on down, send your CV and your petition to careers@dunroygames.gg. Email in the description. And on Fridays, the meet and greet where everyone, kind of gets together and just discuss. There'll be like a startup crawl instead of a pub crawl on Friday night.
Yeah, and
So
you guys are going to see more stuff like this. We're going to try to be involved in the gaming community. I mean, again, this is, we're building a company, not just a game, right? So that's what you're going to see us involved in all these things. We're going to try to put our hands into all kinds of things, especially in mobile. Esports, not just our game in general. We want to promote mobile gaming because that's what we're all about. So you're going to see it in the future more and more and more of that. I just talked to Ricardo. We're probably going to go to TwitchCon in September. So we're going to be doing a lot of this type of stuff. So if you're there, reach out to us. Let us know. I'd love to see you. The next thing is the one that I've already told you about. We want to talk a little more about it. Is the GDC, the Game Developers Conference in March. In San Francisco. So if we would like to do a meetup with some people, we've talked with a few of the YouTubers that might be there. So if you're going to be there, if you're making plans to be there, if you just live in San Francisco and you want to get together, we'll probably bring some swag to give to you. Go out for a drink, just hang out, talk games, whatever. Again, reach out to us on that through Twitter, email us, whatever. Just let us know, and we'll try to make plans to spend some time with you guys that are in the area. Anything else on that, Ricardo? I think that's pretty straightforward.
We'll be doing some live swag giveaways as well during the conference.
Yeah, we'll try to do. We're going to try to bring some stuff out there and just, like I said, just meet you guys that are in the area. The San Diego office, Ricardo touched on that. Bato touched on that. um, that's going to be where we expand. Especially like you said in the marketing and in the customer support is in that area. There's always going to be a home office in Cancun where the games are being made, and that's going to expand as well. Especially after launch and we start putting our toes into games 2, 3, whatever, building those teams. That will always be there. But tell us a little bit more about sort of what your plans are for the San Diego office, Bato, and sort of immediate and going forward for the rest of the year.
Well, yeah, some of the background to this. I mean, you all know that we funder our crowd equity funding campaign closed. We're still in discussions to kind of not having to raise any funds anymore with some investors. But for example, in the production office, a rigger just came on board. That means that he makes the skeletons of all the uh, characters within the game, and then the animator takes that over and makes the animations, all the movements correctly, so that everything looks smooth. We are hiring, well, we already hired two backend developers and a UI special effects person. So that's three developers more to the team, plus the rigor to the art team. There's a media illustrator that will be working directly with Jake and myself, having the social media impact, creating marketing campaigns for us, helping us out with the YouTube thumbnails and all of that. Not just for us, but also our YouTubers and content creators are partners with us that are part of the team. So that person will come on board, and there's more to be added. We're adding some web developers that are helping us out with the kind of in the middle, the service part of it, building the shop for the swag, for the caps, everything that we build, plus any goodies, in-game goodies that we can sell outside of the mobile space, tied to your account management, newsletter, blog, vlog, all of that will be fairly, or we want it to be nice, homogeneous site for you to receive that content and go to one central space where you can consume everything and get all the news that you need from us. So that's in Cancun, and we're going to expand rapidly when things start to kick off forward. But in San Diego, the plan is to build the marketing team here locally. First and foremost, marketing manager, who we expect that to be eventually CMO once we have several games, not just the one. But attached to that person, we need digital marketing, social media manager, marketing copy. Um, we need a vlogger, video editor that will help us out with the new video series. And we need another media illustrator. So there's 6 people that we envision to hire for the marketing team within the next 90 to 120 days. Then we're going to bring in potentially game testers, not Q&A for us. Q&A would needs to be in production over there, but Jake and myself want to familiarize and analyze and critique every game out there, whatever the platform. And even though we are gamers, we don't have time to play games. So we need someone to help us out test, uh, analyze me and Jake think alike and analyze and break it down so that we can make a better game for all of you. Um, then customer support. We want to be one of the best game companies for customer support, so that you don't have unanswered questions or any issues with our games. So we want uh, internal customer support in your own language, whatever that may be. So there's going to be a whole team of customer support here, plus in Europe, plus in Asia. So that office in Europe and Asia will be looking at that in fall and come next year. But we need to build the one here first. So there's going to be a plethora of roles that we need to fulfill here. So look into our website for careers, and you'll see everything that we need.
Yeah, for sure. There, and like we touched on, I mean, we want to build a company, not just a game. The game is very important to us, of utmost important to us, and we're never going to lose sight of that. But we also want to, like Ricardo said, we want to look at everything in the market. We'll always be a mobile game company. That's what our passion is. But you can still take things from every platform. You can learn things. You can develop things, and just make a better experience, no matter where it comes from, how it works. Just the fact that it works or it doesn't is always a learning experience for us. And I see, thousands of people raise their hand. I want to be a game tester. I'll do that. So get ready for the applications there. But that's important to us. And again, it's Ricardo and I have talked that it sort of changes the way when you sit down to play a video game. It's not like it was in our past. Now we're looking at it with a critical eye and constantly looking at, well, what if they'd have done this, or we should do this. So it's just a different world that we're in now. But expansion. We're going to grow this company, especially after launch. With the success that we expect, we're going to continue to make great games for you guys for forever, for a long time. So be ready for that. Last thing is, and Bato touched on it, is the vlog series. We're going to start a vlog series that is more of the, I guess, the business side of things, the technical side of things from the office in San Diego. Not so much just like, and in Cancun, not so much just gaming, but creating the game. I think some people would like to see the insides of that and sort of the process behind it. So look for that. That's going to be on the Done Right channel. Again, there's always the link in the description on that. If you're not following the Done Right, if you're watching this on my YouTube channel, subscribe to that as well, because it's where that stuff's going to be posted. But Ricardo can touch on that as well.
Yeah, so one of the main things that Jake and myself wanted from the beginning and still want going forward is the access that you guys have to us. And instead of us being reactive to what you're asking, we're just going to lay it out there day after day, things that we're doing. Even if it doesn't show on the progress of the game, you'll realize that there's a whole lot of things that are being done in the background to make Done Right games the success we want it to be. So we want this company to be the best company in the world. Not just the mobile games. We want it to be a kick-ass company. So what does it take from the management of that company, and how do we grow it? How do we build it? What do we need to do? Who do we need to hire? What do we need to go through in our heads to make that work? All of that, we want to push it out for you guys to consume, critique, applaud, thumbs up, whatever you want. But we want to put that information out there from the top. So there's no one else talking on behalf of Jake and myself. It comes from the lion's mouth.
Yeah, for sure. And I think that's something that you guys know, that was my critique a lot of game companies, is that they were just unreachable. And we want to make that different. We want it to be something that you guys know that you're being listened to, and know what we're thinking. So you can give us, like he said, those opinions before it's already done. And it's like, oh, well, should have been done a different way. We want you guys to be a part of the process. So that's where this ties into. And that's not the only way to go. When the game launches, especially beta and beyond, there'll be much more also just straight what's in the game and ideas. This is another take on that, behind the scenes, I guess, behind the iPad or the device you're playing on, to where you can see it from the start. So for sure, that's something that we want to do. I think that's everything on my notes, guys. I hope you enjoyed this little just short update video. It's not too short actually now, but anyways, update video. Hope to see some of you guys. Really do. I hope y'all reach out. If you're going to be in San Diego or San Francisco, reach out. Let us know. Would love to meet up with you. And we'll maybe try to do a little bit of stuff from there if we do. So we'll keep you guys updated. I promise you, things are moving along. Even if it gets quiet, things are still happening, and it's getting close, guys. It's getting so close. Just trust me. Ricardo, thanks for jumping on, man. Appreciate
Peace.
it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Until next time, Jake and Bato from Done Right Games. Later.